This is going to be a quick start tutorial for FlexDisplay. What you see on the screen right now is a screenshot of the output of FlexDisplay. I'm going to overlay areas that are configurable for FlexDisplay. At the top left is the logo area. Then you have the title and subtitle area. Animations is a special case where you can put animations anywhere on the background. 5-day weather forecast. The panel area, in this case there are 3 panels. The first 2 are pictures and the third is a video. And then at the bottom, scrolling messages. I want you to notice that the current configuration viewer at the top here looks very similar to what I just showed you. It is iconized, but you have a logo, title, subtitle, a weather icon, 3 panels, and messages. To change the look and feel of the output, all you have to do is go to this configuration library, select one, and just drag it into the current configuration viewer. You can see now that I have changed many things, including the background and title fonts. If you like what you see here, you can move on to step 2, but we allowed you to customize each one of these items. Let me show you how. In step 1A, I'm going to hit this button, display background, logo, title, weather, and date. And so let me change the display background. I'm going to go to the bottom here and hit the forward button until I find a background that I like in the background library. Just pick this dark blue one, and all we have to do is drag it into the display background. Logo library is similar. You just drag it into the logo area. We'll use this fish. To change the title, all you have to do is click onto these text boxes and change the text. I'm going to show you how to change the color and font. Let's change it to yellow. And we'll do the subtitle to yellow as well. And you have the choice of small, medium, or large. And we'll stick with medium. The weather and date is just a checkbox on and off. And when it's on, you need a zip code. You can choose an icon background color or just leave it transparent. We'll leave it transparent. You have 5 icon styles, and let's pick this one 3, add a little more color. And the text color itself right now is set for white, but you can change its text color. So we'll leave it white, and we'll hit return to main. Now notice that in the current configuration viewer, all the changes that we just made are shown. The background, the title is in yellow, the logo, for example. Now we're going to move on to the panel layouts. And so there's a button here, and I'm going to hit this button called Panel Layout. And you notice that in panel 1, the frame is off. So I'm going to turn the frame on by checking this button. Once you turn the frame on, you can take a panel background and just drag it in. You can see now that the background of flowers are in there. You click the center here, and you can make the picture stretch to the size of the panel, or if you hit normal, it just maintains its normal aspect ratio. Let's use stretch. Going on to panel 2 here, the title is on, and you can change the justification of the title by on this toggle here, right, left, or center. You can also change the text, and so text and color. And so let's change the text here. You can also change the color. So you can also change the color of the panel title by just clicking onto the panel. I'll do this panel 4, and I will use a blue here. Or you can remove a background just by dragging it into the trash can. I did that for panel 2. And then if you click onto this background color only, you can change the background color. So we'll use pink here. All right, we have other options, such as shadows on and off, and you can turn on the shadow. You can change its length. Also, rounded corners or square corners, and you can change the roundedness. So that will show you well. Now, if you go back to the main menu, you can see that the changes that I made are shown in the current configuration viewer. At any point in time, you can save your work by simply taking the current configuration viewer and dragging it into the current configuration library, and now that's all saved. Okay. You can also delete by dragging it into the trash can. All right, so let's go to step 2. And you can now change the panel placement and the number of panels. So if you wanted 1 panel, you just hit 1 panel. You can see here the current configuration viewer shows 1 panel. I'm going to use 4 panels, so let's use this 4 panel. And not only can you select 4 panels, you can actually change the placement of the panels by hitting this edit button here at the bottom. And you can see now the 4 panels. I'm going to say skinny up panel 1, and I did that through mouse dragging. You can also do it by just typing in. So I'm going to match the X position of panel 1, 4.6, and then the width 14.1. You can see that it changed panel 2 to match panel 1. Once you're happy with what you got, you can hit Save Modification, and it's reflected now in the current configuration viewer. You also have the option of creating different panel placements up to 4 by hitting this Add Custom. So I'm going to save my work one more time, and I'll just drag it into the configuration library, and I'm going to delete the old one. You can see it's saved. Okay, so this current configuration viewer applies to step 1, step 1A, and 2. We're now going to move to the content, which has a different viewer. So let's hit this panel content button. And you will be taken to the panel content menu, and you can see here you can look at the content of the panel contents by this top row buttons here. Okay, so in panel 1 we currently have 1 picture. We can add pictures by just dragging them in like this. And when you drag in a new picture, it defaults to no transition and 3 seconds. And so let's say I want to change the transition, and you can change each individual picture, or you can set all the transitions to be the same. Let's set them all to flip. Same is the case with the time of the picture. 7, 3, and 3. I can change this to 4 just by typing in a new number, or I can set them all to 10 like that. Okay, now in the panel picture library, you can see here that we provided a feature where you can rotate the picture. So you hit this, and now the picture rotates 90 degrees. We gave you this option because there are times when you are adding to the library and the pictures are rotated. We also provided a cropping option, so let me show you how that works. Let me delete this picture first because I'm going to do the same thing. Find the dog. Here's the dog. Pick a picture, hit the crop button, and we can crop the picture to just show this cute little face here. Hit submit. And you can see here now we have a close-up of the dog. So let's go to panel 2, and you can see now I'm going to just put the dog, so now we have the dog twice, and you can move the picture on that in its position. Okay, so I want to show you that you can actually swap panels. So right now we have in panel 1 these 4 pictures, and in panel 2 we have the 2 dogs. So I want to move it, so I'm just going to move one panel into the other, and now the 2 panel contents are swapped. Let's go to panel 3. Right now there's nothing in panel 3. I'm going to show you how you can add a DVD by just grabbing the DVD icon and putting it in place. Now you can only put one DVD per display, and once you put a DVD in a panel you can't put pictures or videos. Okay, let's go to panel 4. You can see in panel 4 there's a mixture of a picture and videos, and so I can easily just stick another video here. And when you first put a video in, you see this little sound icon, and if you click on that sound icon, you can turn off the sound of that particular video. Another feature we provided is that if you click onto the picture icon, you'll see this icon that shows you that this particular picture now will take over the entire screen, in this case for 3 seconds. And we provide this option so that you can emphasize a particular picture, and you can also do it with a video for that duration if you'd like. It's just another feature. Okay, let me show you how to add a picture to your picture library. You just had to hit this add to library and you pick a picture. So let's hit this one here and open, and there you go. So let's see if we find it, and there's the picture that I just added. If you want to add to a video, you just hit this add and we can pick one, open it, and there's the video that we just added. Now to add a caption, you can add the caption either in the library or in the viewer. So if we do it in the viewer here, I'll type hello, hit submit, and you see the hello appear in both. And the same goes with videos. We provided a feature here where you can actually lower the resolution of the videos, and this is a feature you probably won't need, but there are times where you add a video to the library and it's such a high resolution that it kind of slows the system down a little. Okay, so I want to show you how to save and load your configuration. So let's go back, and I'm going to delete so that there's just one item in panel 4, and then I'm going to hit the save button and I'm going to save it under the name Greg. Hit save, and now I'm going to fill it up again, and if I load Greg, it should return back to 1, which it does. Okay, so there's another button here called Add from YouTube. It's a very nice feature. It allows you to add videos from YouTube, and there will be another tutorial that will show you how and walk you through how to do that. Okay, we're going to return to main. And now we'll move on to scrolling messages. And the first thing you'll see in scrolling messages is a bunch of check boxes. The check boxes represent those items that will actually be displayed at the bottom of the screen. So anything that's not checked will not be displayed. So if I do this, only the last two will be displayed, and the top three will not. So let's do that. Now let's say I want to delete a item. So I click onto that item, it's selected, and I just hit this delete button here. Okay. I want to add, I hit this add button, and then I can then just type in something. This is a scrolling message test. And the effect is over here, and I just select one like split. Okay, so now notice it's not selected, so I'm going to select it. You have other options here that are fairly straightforward. I'll show you one called move down, which basically changes the order, or move up. And you also can do set the speed of the scrolling messages and the dwell time. You could change its text color and font. Okay, animations. We'll hit that one. Animations. There will be another video that again will teach you how to add animations from YouTube. They need to be blue or green screen, and also how to actually remove that blue or green screen from the animations. But once you have done it, it will be put into this animation library, and then it's just a matter of dragging entries in or out of the animation content. So I just dragged a dog in, and let's say I want to change its position. I hit this edit position. I'm sorry. Okay, I click the dog, edit position, and I'm going to make him a little bit skinnier, like this. And when I'm happy, I'm going to submit both to the library and to content. You can see it changed up here. Okay, before we actually show our work here, I want to mention two more things. We have a feature called the Scheduler, which allows you to turn on and off FlexDisplay by time and then by day. In addition, we have a feature called Port Configuration to Other Computers, which after you have chosen your configuration and you'd like other computers to have that configuration, it allows you to port this configuration to any number of other computers on the network. Also, if you're away from your network and you'd like to save your configuration to a flash drive and then load it back to a computer through a flash drive, it allows you to do that as well. Okay, so let's hit Run FlexDisplay. And you now see the logo with the title and subtitle, the 5-day forecast, the animation of the cat, 4 panels with various backgrounds and transitions, and then the scrolling message on the bottom with different effects. Hope you've enjoyed this tutorial.